Yeah. And I think it took me longer than I thought it would. I remember my senior year, I went to, I think it was like maybe a couple weeks before my last cross country race. And I went to a sports psychologist at like Northwestern. We're lucky enough to have one, available to us. And, I said, hey, like, I know like transitioning is hard for some people, uh, so I'm here. And like,
Yeah.
she's like, well, what do you want to talk about? I was like, I don't know. I haven't finished yet. Like, I just kind of realized that, like, until you're there, you don't really realize like what's going to happen. And honestly, like the biggest surprise to me was just like, I didn't know what to expect, like how I would feel after I finished, you know,
Yeah.
how long it would take me to kind of, I mean, like I'm 3 years out now. And like, I feel like up until about a year ago, it was hard. There's a grieving process.
Yeah. Yeah. And so when you had that discussion with the sports psychologist, what came about from that?
Um, I think that n- honestly, nothing really. Like
Yeah.
I feel like I wasn't ready to be honest with myself about like,
Ah,
yeah, I think I emotionally, even that, like, I thought I was being really proactive, and like, but even like the act of going to a sports psychologist was hard for me. And so again, it took me like, a good amount of time to come to terms with like what I was actually struggling um, with like this transition. I
right.
started seeing a therapist um, like maybe a year and 6 months after like COVID hit and I stopped running in college. Um, and that was when like I finally like, was brave enough to like put in the work and figure out
Yeah.
like what I wanted to do.